And welcome back. Okay, in this video we're going to add the gun barrel to the first-person controller. Now, the first-person controller is already a prefab, so when we add the gun barrel to it, we can do it in one of two ways. We can modify the prefab, add the gun barrel to the existing prefab in the project window, or we can add it to the instance of the first-person controller that we have in the hierarchy window. Now here's the difference. The prefab in the project window is basically a template. So if we add it there, any new copies of the first-person controller we make will also have the gun barrel. If we add it to the hierarchy window, the one on the left, which is our instance that's in the game, it won't be part of the prefab. The system will give us a little warning about that and say, hey, do you really want to do this? Because it's not going to be part of the prefab and it's going to kind of break the connection here. And for this case, that'll be fine because we're only going to have one first-person shooter object in the game. If it was something that we were going to have lots of copies of, we wouldn't want to do it this way. But just want to do it this way so that you can see that it'll work and you'll see what that error message looks like and kind of have an idea of what that error message means if and when you see it in the future. So with that said, let's get going. Okay, so we're going to come to the Create menu, create a material, and we're going to call this material gun barrel material. Not too surprising. Come up here, and actually I'm going to make this a specular color. If you remember, they have two different color blocks here, one for the highlight. So click the main color and just make this a medium gray. 128 is actually right in the middle. And then click the specular color. And we're going to make this a different color. If it wasn't a different color, it wouldn't show up. So somewhat lighter gray. And about there. Actually, I think in the book, the numbers are 216. So let's just come in here and type these in and make it be exactly what's in the book. So there's that. We're not going to worry about the shininess factor. It looks pretty good. Just take the material, drag it over the gun barrel here, and there you see immediately it's gun barrel's got that gray on it. And now we still need to make the gun barrel part of the first-person controller object. We're just going to do this in the hierarchy window, like we said. Just drag it to the main camera. And there's our error message that we talked about. Losing prefab. This action will lose the prefab connection. Are you sure you wish to continue? So again, what that's saying is that the prefab that's down in the project menu that this is a copy of, it's no longer a completely accurate copy, so it's kind of lost its connection to the template that made it. It's its own object. It's going to be different from any that we make in the future from the template prefab that's in the project menu. Well, we don't care because we only need one of these in the game. And we didn't have to do it this way, but like I said, I just did it this way so that you could see this message that comes up and not freak out and not know what in the world the system's talking about. This is what it's talking about. You've taken a prefab and you're doing something to the instance of the prefab in the hierarchy menu, so it's no longer an exact copy of the template, of the blueprint that's sitting in the project menu. So we're fine with that. So we'll go ahead and click Continue. And there it is. So now we need to see if it really does what we want it to do. So we'll click Run. There it is. We'll move around. There you see the lights shining off the gun barrel. Looks good. Moves around. Does all those things so we can stop it. And there we are. And we'll leave this one in the scene. We're not going to delete it like we've done with the other prefabs because this is the one and only copy we want. And that's it for this video. We'll end it here and we'll see you in the next one.